Beep, beep, beep. How you doing, peeps? Welcome to the Quarterly Digester. It's so great to be able to talk to you again about something that we've already covered this week, but I thought, hell, let's have another look at what's going on, because another article's come out of the Daily Fail. Right, before we do that, subscribe, become a warrior teacher, come and join us. Come on, we're having a great time. Doing stuff, learning things. We're back with the Daily Fail. Share this, will you? Do an old man a favour. We're back with the Daily Fail, who are once again looking at this situation in which they've been saying that under sevens should go to the gender clinic for correction for their gay and lesbian and gender non-conformingness. Right, okay? We're making childhood therapeutic. We should stop doing it. So I don't know what it was, a couple of days ago, I was rattling on about this. Do you remember? They said, well, 7 should be the cutoff, nobody under 7. And I'm like, I want somebody under 29. You remember? So they're at it again. Right, so except there's a twist in the tail to this one, as usual there always is. And again, it's the Daily Fail, so please do your own research. Okay, right, find it for yourself. But I've no reason to think they're lying on this one. I can't find any reason why they should be lying. And it's got some people talking in it who I respect. So I imagine there's some truth there, even with a little bit of the Daily Mail flamboyance. So let's go straight in. On the back of this 7 should be the lowest nonsense, we have trans charity Mermaids. Insists under 7 should still be referred to the NHS gender clinic after dozens of children are waitlisted for the controversial service. Some stuff here we know already. More than 70 children aged 3 and 4 have been sent to the Kids Identity Development Service over the past decade. The Daily Mail revealed yesterday, I'm a little bit late catching up, aren't I? NHS England is now considering introducing a minimum age of 7 for future patients. Dear God, just... on the grounds that younger children are unable to communicate meaningfully with medical staff about wanting to identify as the opposite sex. I'm not going to go through that again because it just upsets me so much. What have Mermaids come out and said about this? But Mermaids, a transgender youth support charity, says there is no justification for limiting a referral to those aged over 7. Why are these people still in existence? Why? It also suggests that teachers and social workers should be allowed to refer children to NHS gender clinics. What we're seeing here, peeps, right? What we're seeing, right, is... how to word this. What we're seeing is we know that the pipeline goes from school or the internet or the parent, right? There's the big 3, right? So the school's either got these clubs or, is celebrating progress and all that nonsense and my gender, right? All that. Come in and tell our children they're in the wrong body. That right, the school, the parent, who's probably trans by proxy, which I've covered before, and the third one, which is the internet, right? So, but there's 7. Do people give unlimited access to it? Do they? Please tell me they don't, right? Or they don't understand how to stop it. That's probably the best thing, isn't it? Right? So, here we go. That's what they're saying. Now, we know that that's the pipeline. We know it, right? We can see the pipeline. We've laid out the pipeline. We know what the pipeline is. But Kelly Badnock knows what the pipeline is. They're doing what they can within the law currently, so we don't have to get new legislation, which takes a very long time, to stop the social transition of children. At the gate. There is no such thing as a trans child. Yet here we have Mermaids suggesting that children should be referred to the clinics by teachers and social workers. So understand what they're doing, right? So they've recognised that we're saying teachers are not qualified to do this. This is a safeguarding red flag. And at the moment a child says, I'm trans, the backlash should be so adult it hurts, right? Social services involved, immediate safeguarding report, straight to an investigation into what's going on in that child's life to find out exactly why they need safeguarding. Safeguarding is the only lens. And then next thing is the social workers come in, right? So what Mermaids is saying is, okay, the jig's up, but what we're going to say is now, because we're just going to throw everything at the wall now, is that teachers and social workers should be able to refer people to kids. Do you see what they are doing? It is cynical, it is manipulative, it is Machiavellian, it is sadistic. Do you see what they're doing? Teachers. Responding on an NHS England consultation on plans for new rules on referring children to the service, the charity said it disagrees with plans to remove under 7s from waiting lists. And here's their reasoning. The charity wrote, given the 4-year plus waiting period, there is no justification for limiting a referral to those aged over 7. The EHIA's, that's the Equality and Health Inequalities Impact Assessment, justification for the lower limit of 7 years is that they may not be expected to have sufficiently developed their intellectual understanding of sex and gender, a claim that must be justified with evidence in its next publication. On the basis of this reasoning, however, their limitation should be based on the age of their first appointment, not point of referral. Otherwise, this is delaying a child's already long waiting period further, and at current waiting times effectively means that no one under aged 11 will be seen by the gender service. They are bemoaning that children under 11 can't get on the train, on the trans train, which they created. The trans train which they created. Right, which them and Susie Green and all the Norman Spack and all the other monstrosities that came out the bumhole of Kinsey and Money, they created it. That entire path of effluent, they created it. Till they are 18 years old, when they are no longer children, any sign of identification with a trans identity is an immediate safeguarding red flag. That can't be said enough. At which point, if the child is old enough, 7, it's like, no, right? Once they get to 12 or 13, you've got a problem then, because they're getting to the point of being autonomous. Get to 13, read some Piaget, logic, reasoning, scientific reasoning. They'll start to see things in the way that they're told and begin to work them out for themselves, but only if they're given the information they need to do so. So once they hit that age, it's definite that there should be an education triage. I'm trans, I'm not Jane, I'm John. Okay, fine. What do you know about this? What do you mean? What do you know about it? Well, I just saw it on TikTok. Right, okay. Right. Have you read anything? Do you understand the danger? What dangers are there? Oh, there's no dangers. Aren't there? Are you sure about that, are you? Right, okay. That's where you start. Get the educational triage in early. I mean, keep them away from kids and their likes. That's what they're saying. We know the game's up. Therefore, we're going to try and plug the holes by making sure that social workers and teachers who are activists in the classroom and in their social work practice, activists, will look at a gay and a lesbian child or a gender non-conforming child and say, that child needs to be converted to our belief in a transgender individual that fits gender stereotypes because they might be gay, lesbian or non-conforming. I want these people in jail. Go and read it. I'm so angry. Go and read it. I'll see you later.